Hi everyone, Ana Maria here, and in this video I want to give you a quick tour of the Breakouts overview and all of the commands you have as a facilitator. I am now in session with my participants and I'm going to launch one of the breakouts that I have previously set up in my toolbox and give you a tour. So the first thing you'll see when you are clicking on launching a breakout is the invitation to assign your participants, and I'm going to pick yes and show you how you can do that. So welcome to my breakout. You can tell that I have created a breakout room with 3 different rooms, and each of these rooms has a different tool assigned to it. So room 1 will work on a Miro board, room 2 will listen to a YouTube video, and room 3 will work on a whiteboard. I have set up the breakouts for 15 minutes. Now is your chance to change this time if you want to during the session. I have also assigned 2 tasks for my participants in all of the rooms, but you can also choose to pick assigning tasks for specific rooms differently. Here are all the tools that you can assign to your boards, and here is the assigning participants, which is what interests us right now. So there are 2 ways to assign your participants. You can either quickly drag and drop them here. Let's drag Bo here as well, right? I can also switch them around after I drag and drop them. Maybe you don't want 2 participants to be in the same room. There are certain situations when that's the case. Or my favorite way to assign participants is to assign them randomly. So now I have 3 different rooms with 5 participants. So I see that Bo is alone in the breakout room, and that's something that we don't want to have. So let's go ahead and drag Bo into the second room, right? So I now have 2 rooms with 2 participants and 1 with 3 participants. The moment I am clicking start breakout, we are going to see a countdown from 10 and the message on our screens. The same message will be visible for the participants, but they are going to be invited to join their breakouts. If they click join, they will disappear from the main room. Otherwise, they are going to be automatically warped into the breakouts once those 10 minutes are gone. For us as facilitators, we see this invitation to go to the breakout overview, which is exactly what we want to do now. So I'm clicking the breakout overview. And here is where we all are. There are a couple of things to observe here, and we're going to take them step by step. First thing you're seeing is this facilitator space. Now I'm alone, but if I would have a co-facilitator, I would see and hear them as well next to me. So you can still communicate with your facilitators while the breakout rooms are live. I see the main room. That's where we just were, and you would want to keep an eye on the main room in case you have a participant that joins in late, so you can reassign them to a breakout as well. I have my room 1 with 2 participants, the second room with 3, and I also have a room that is empty. Right, so let's start with your commands and all the options that you have when it comes to the breakout rooms. So you can see that I have here the small icon, which is a chat icon, and it opens this window for me to communicate with this particular breakout room. So this comes quite in handy if you would like to send them a message. The other option I have is to observe the room. So clicking here will open this new window where I can see the videos and hear both Craig and Sandy. So I can observe their conversation and see if they are on track, have they started talking, are they working on what they're supposed to be working, etc. Now, as participants, they will see a notification on the right side of their screen, and they're going to be notified that Ana Maria is observing their room. If for whatever reason I see that they do need help, I can always decide to join their room, right? So I do this by clicking that button, and now I'm finding myself in the room with Sandy and Craig. So I'm present here, they can see me, they can hear me, I can interact with them. I already see the Miro board that I've linked to the room and that they are working on. I also see the name of the room that I find myself here. And also you notice this little buddy window on the bottom right side. This is going to follow me every time I am finding myself in another room, which is not the overview. So I can quickly go to the overview, or I can broadcast a message to all of the rooms in one click. So I am in the session. This is how the participants are seeing their tasks, right? So here's where they can track their progress. And this is also the button that they can access to ask for help. Now, let's have a look how that looks like on my end. So I see and hear a notification informing me that Black Widow, which is the other group, is asking for help. So no matter where I am not missing out on any notification. So if I click here, I am automatically pulled into the second breakout rooms. I can see that they're watching the YouTube video, and I can support them with anything that they might need. The same, they might keep track of progress with their tasks, and then I can also go back to my overview. So this is how you can chat with the room, observe a room, or join the room. Now, because I have clicked on the tasks while I was in the rooms, I can already see as facilitator by hovering over the tasks done. I can see each of the breakout rooms progress. So the first room has finished one task, and the second room has finished both of them. So this is a great opportunity and a great use case for the observe button. If you see that one of the rooms is if is staying behind with the tasks, and they are not advancing at the speed that you would like them to, you can either join room, but that it would be a bit awkward, like, hey guys, I saw that you're not completing the task, is everything fine? Or I could just observe and see what is actually happening. Where's the conversation going? Are they maybe having doubts using the tools? What is happening? So I can jump in and support them if needed. So these are the 4 things that you can track for each and one of the rooms while the session is live. On top of your screen, you will see the duration of the room and the countdown timer, and then you have 2 more buttons. Let's have a look at the broadcast button. Just as the name says, this is your opportunity, your channel of communication via chat with either all the rooms. So I like to use this for keeping track of time. So I can tell them 5 more minutes left, and so all of the rooms will be notified and see my message. I can also go ahead and reach out to certain rooms only, and I can even go ahead and communicate and send a personal message to one participant only. So this is the broadcast feature. And then here I can either end the breakout when the time is done, or I can toggle this little fella out and have a look at the other options I have as a facilitator. So one really neat feature is to extend the duration of your breakouts. If I see that there's a vivid conversation going on, I can decide to extend the breakout from 15 minutes to 20 minutes. So I can inform everyone that we added 5 more minutes to the session. This is a message that participants will see as well in their breakouts. And we can see here on the top that the duration has been extended to 20 minutes. And I can also edit the breakouts on the go. So everyone's now busy with their tasks, but I can always go back to the settings control and add another room if I have to. I can, again, change the duration from here as well. I can add a new task. Decide, oopsie. Take this fellow from here. Decide who will present. Okay, so I have added an extra task. I have added an extra room. I can add a new toolbox to my room. So everything that I'm able to do before the session, when I set up my room, I can also do while the breakouts is ongoing. Now, if I click update current breakout, I will see the changes being represented in my overview. So I have now a fourth room, and I can see that I have an extra task added to the rooms. All right. I can also hit the reassign button from here, which takes me to the assign participants setting only. So I cannot change anything else here. I cannot change the timings anymore. It's just another gateway to get here. And I can choose to move Ollie here and Craig here. And I really want to mix them up probably after the first 10 minutes, for example. And if I click update current breakouts, I see the participants that are being reassigned that are fading, and I'm notified that it's reassigning user. So it gives them 10 seconds before the reassignment. So now here you go, 10 seconds over, they are moved to their new rooms. All right. So here it takes me to the edit. So these are basically several ways you can edit the breakouts on the go. So let's end the breakout and see how that experience looks like. I'm going to click here. It tells me that, hey, everyone is going to be notified. They have 30 seconds to wrap up the conversation before they're being pulled to the main room. I click yes, end session. I'm going to the main room, so I can wait for them. And they have the option to go back to the main room by themselves by just clicking that button, just like Meg and Craig did. And if they're not, because they're continuing and finishing up their conversations, they're going to stay in the breakout rooms and be automatically pulled once those 30 sessions have reached their end. And we're going to see them in the main room in 2 seconds. All right, so now everyone is back. We're all in the main room and we can continue with the debriefing of the breakouts and the session.